Even though he has not always been protected, he's always been a protector.
Broken people saw that signal and done what they thought they needed to do to the request that I was making, and they just chose improperly.
He never told me nothing. I knew nothing about it.
I feel like everyone in my family, in some form or way, has been fondled or molested or raped in some form or fashion.
I couldn't understand how God was in me because I was that.
Larry was tolerated versus celebrated.
There's a wrong way and right way to do everything, and Larry always seemed to choose the wrong way.
Yes, I was drugged and raped, and that happened when I was 17 years old. Misfits have an ability to stick out. But if the misfit accept that they absolutely cannot fit in, then they become someone with an X factor. A lie has been told to you, and you have believed it.
It still has such an intensity, and the energy and the vibration in that place, you can feel it once you arrive.
At that moment, they allowed me to release my emotion.
Columbus never set a foot on any American soil before he died.
The lie is being exposed.
This is for Reid. They took our strong and able people, but they could never take all Africans away. And today, we have returned in peace.
Multimedia personality, comedic commentator, songwriter, recording artist, spiritual leader, author, and actor. Larry D. Reid is the founder of the MBN Network, owner of LDR Enterprises based out of Atlanta, Georgia, and the spiritual leader of the Reformation Church of Atlanta. You can catch Larry Reid on the BET Plus original series Kingdom Business and on American Gangsta Track Queens. Streaming online at BET.plus. Looking for a vibrant community where faith meets empowerment? Welcome to the LRL community on Patreon. Here you'll gain access to our financial wellness plan to level up your money game and build your immune system, health and wellness lifestyle plan to keep your health in check. But that's not all. With the groundbreaking AIR project, we're creating jobs in Africa beginning in Ghana. Plus, you'll unlock insider tips from senior executives across industries. And the best part? Be part of daily prayers, weekly coaching sessions with Dr. Larry Reid himself, and so much more. It's time to connect, grow, and thrive. Get the apps, grab the merch, and join us at patreon.com/Larry Reid Live. Let's build something amazing together. The LRL community is waiting for you. Church Critic by Dr. Larry D. Reid. An examination of the Larry Reid Live show perspective. Purchase a copy today by logging on to LarryReidLive.com. That's LarryReidLive.com.
All right, Reformation 2025 is happening in Atlanta. You missed two. You missed the ones that we've had ever since 2021. Don't miss this one. July the 17th through July the 22nd. Make sure you are there. Become a patron so that you can come into the hotel. It's a nice boutique hotel. We were there last year. See you then.
Stay connected to Larry Reid Live Take a moment and like the Facebook page, subscribe to the YouTube page and hit the bell. Text LRL to 404-999-7527. That's the words LRL to 404-999-7527. And get notified when we go live. Become a member of Patreon. Log on to patreon.com/Larry Reid Live. Sign up, then download the Patreon app and turn on your notifications. Get connected today.
We're about to have a conversation. And this is interesting. My computer is acting up. The devil. Hello, my name is Larry D. Reid, and I'm the host of Larry Reid Live, your most favorite digital entertainment news and talk show that is out here on these social media streets. I want to say thank you for clicking on the video. And I also want to ask everybody, those of you on Facebook and YouTube, everybody to hit like. It's extremely important. A lot of Black content creators take the first 10 minutes of their live just telling you to hit like. And I do understand it, because when you hit the like, it brings the live more visible to those who have already hit like or subscribe on your platform. It's all rigged. I'm pretty sure we all understand that everything American made is one joke and rigged. You know that, right? Yeah. So it makes it look like that I have almost 1 million people across all my social media who watches me. That's not true, because they don't allow it to be. Because if they allow these almost 1 million people who like the platform be able to find me and get notification every time I'm on, then now I can use that viewership to make more money. Advertisers will come to me as opposed to Meta and Facebook, and they skillfully putting them into my show and Google. So it's all a game. So what I need for you guys to do when you come in here and say, look, I am going to help fuck up the system, subvert the whole thing. So hit like. So take a moment right now and hit like. Oh, let me give this warning. I noticed this coming downstairs to the studio. I don't feel like doing Larry Live today, but I need to do it because there's something I need to tell you that you might not know that literally can change your health and increase the number of years that you live. So I have to be here. But with me not wanting to do Larry Live, don't really feel that great. I got this thing going on, but my body is going through changes because I stayed so long out of the country and ate clean. I haven't even shared with anybody outside my family, but I'm gonna share with you about it. Somebody said Bishop almost got 200K. That's on YouTube. On Facebook is almost like 300-something thousand, 106-something thousand on IG. It's almost 1 million people. We on our way. So I need for you guys to hit like. But I'm gonna show you the power of the seed. How you gonna do that, Larry? All right. So we want to have next level success in what we do. So in order to do that, we need to help somebody else reach their goal. So before we leave, we're going to go to a specific content creator and we're all going to subscribe just to get them over their next hump. And I have in mind who I want to do, but I understand the seed, the principle of the seed. If I want to receive something, then I need to give that same something away. So that's what I'm going to do. So this light that we're going to be sowing, and I need everybody who is really connected to me to do so. It's going to be a seed into that content creator's life to get them over their next goal, because I heard them say it. And so I want to do that. And then we're going to watch and see how that seed creates for us a harvest on the Larry Live platform and the MBN network and the Celestial Circle. All of that. I prayed a specific prayer yesterday in the shower about increasing those areas. I want to double Celestial Circle membership. I want to double Reformation Church of Atlanta membership. I want to double the amount of patrons I have. And I want to double the engagement that is across all of the social media. So we're going to plant that seed by helping another content creator get to their next goal. And then we're going to receive that in all of those areas I just mentioned. Okay. So with that being said, with me not feeling that great and my patience is like this, I would like to say I'm sorry for anything and everything that I'm possibly might not say. But I just want you to hear my heart and understand that I am a human being, a whole entire human being. And I love each and every last one of you guys. And I love to engage with you. But I didn't feel like slipping on a shirt, putting my chain, my rings and glasses on to look like the brand. Sit down here, both these bright lights is sitting here beaming on the side of my face. I don't feel like it. But I'm here. So we're going to have a conversation. Now, the conversation that we're going to have is going to be informational. I hope it's entertaining to you. Like I said, I don't really feel like it, so I might not be that entertaining. But we're gonna at least learn something before we get up out of here, because we got some stuff we have got to discuss. Delta Airlines is cutting up, changing some stuff. Somebody need to go down there and slap whoever need to be slapped for them to act like they got sense. Why y'all want to do stuff on top of we already got Donald Trump in the White House cutting the monkey shine? Seems like to me, every business and everybody that's dealing with the whole of humanity here in the Americas will move a certain kind of way with us because we fidgety right now. And then Delta Airlines gonna go and pull this time. I got to get there so much earlier. I'm in Atlanta. I got to leave 2 days before it's time for my flight to get to the airport on time. Now you telling me it got to be 2 days and 45 minutes. I don't like it. Delta Airlines said, if you got to check in a bag, you better get here quick. And that bag need to be already gone across that thing. You know, when you go to the thing, whether you do it on the curb side or inside, go ahead and let that thing go on up there and do what it got to do. It better be 45 minutes ahead. Let's see why y'all do that. We all got to go get IDs before May the 7th. We all got to get passports. We got to get our birth certificate. Larry been telling us to get it. Make sure our name's spelled right. We got to make sure our utility bill and our leases match the same name on the driver's license, the real ID, the passport, and the birth certificate. We got to fix all of this stuff. And now, on top of that, you want us to get to the airport earlier so that we don't be banned from the flight. You want us to get there earlier. All right. I need for every business and every company to hit me. We tired. We are tired. Quit asking us to do stuff we ain't been doing before this man got in the White House. We is irritated. And Delta, I love Delta. In fact, the only thing I fly is Delta. Sometimes Emirates, but Delta, 9 times out of 10, I'm on a Delta flight. So I was not happy to hear about this. Delta wanted us to get there. Your bags got to be headed up under the plane 45 minutes ahead. Okay. Do y'all know how many times I got to the airport and my flight was in 45 minutes? I'm ashamed to even tell y'all. Hold on a minute. Let me pour this in a better cup. Oh, Lord, these folks do not know how to serve no boss. This is a much better cup for somebody as nice as me. Oh, that's the leaf and the stick. Take that over there. Please don't come bring me nothing else in that thing right there. I hate it. Do you get it? It looks cheap. Don't y'all think this looks cheap? This is horrible. I am 47-year-old adult man that is blessing the world, helping so many people and their businesses as they help my business. I'm fulfilling invoices every month, and I get brought this. You give this to somebody that ain't got no job. You give this to somebody that ain't did nothing for you. You give this to somebody that's not important. This right here, you give to somebody in a certain tax bracket. I want this to be thrown away. I don't even want it in my house at all. Thank you. But I thank you for bringing me the stuff. Do you feel like I'm hurt? Am I hurt your feelings? Okay. Thank you for bringing me stuff, but don't bring it in this here thing no more. Because this is ugly. And it got stuff written on it. What? You ain't supposed to be drinking out of this. This is a measuring cup. Nancy, it says max. But why would you write max on a regular glass? That's because it's a measuring cup. I don't even own a magic bullet. I don't own a magic bullet. Just because it's in the house don't mean it's mine. One of them children, at least somebody that was living here, put it in. Well, that shouldn't be in the Episcopal residence. Shout out to Will Murphy, ex-wife, that made me this cup. Shout out. Shout out to her. Now, this is a proper cup. And this keeps it warm. And then on the outside, that thing I can't even touch when you bring it in there. It'd be too hot. But this right here, it make everything be all right. So I need to be drinking out of this. I know that's right. I know Joe got something to say about it. I remember Joe coming to my house in 2003, fussing about the plate I was eating out of. And how eat. She said, you a man of God. We have to esteem honor upon you. Double honor upon you. Give me that. Take that. She when they went to cooking. Joy, I still can taste in my mind right now your stir fry. Oh my God, it's so good. I can't eat beef no more though. And this is going to take me to the conversation I got to tell y'all. Some of y'all going to be shocked by what I got to tell you. But before I get into that, I want to talk about some of this other stuff that I'm saying. I want y'all to look at this. Now, you're going to probably, you might, for lack of better words, you might feel like you want to vomit. I need for you to stop. Okay. And let me go ahead and apologize to you for anything that I might say during this live. No, you can't do that, or that's how you keep your job. So you can go all the way over there. No, I'm not. I want to go ahead and apologize now for anything that I may say. Do not take it to heart. It don't mean too much. It's just I need to go lay down. My stomach is upset. That's what the problem is. And I do not like the way that my stomach feels right now. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh, watch this here. Watch. Hold on for a minute. This got some music on it, so I'm not going to get no monetization. No, I know what I do. I am going to turn the volume off and just read aloud. How about that? Well, I was in the studio. I saw a vision of me painting this piece. It was like I was experiencing being there in the moment, but I started to just worship and I was just completely surrendered in the moment. And I wasn't thinking about what the people are thinking. It was so powerful. I had chills. I felt like the Lord was speaking to me and saying, at this moment, I haven't had you over practicing. What's going on? This is the beginning. I think there's no music here. Let's see. Is it? Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Y'all see this? See, look what she painting. A fire starts in a revival in America. I don't want to be on the stage excited that I get to do this and bring my presence, but I want to give an invitation for God. Look what she done. Did y'all see that? How can I undo this? Can y'all see that? I'm gonna let y'all hear what she said in between there. I had to do it on this computer. I see. It's on this computer. I had to do it.
Tonight, and I know a lot of politicians are going to be here, God encounters them in such a way that it just sets them on fire and starts this American revival that so many of us have been believing for, fighting for, praying for. I don't want to be on stage excited that I get to be bringing my presence. By me being on stage, it was a total invitation for God's presence to be in that room.
Okay, I'm swallowing. Give me a minute so I can make sure that Dr. Larry D. Reid, the prophet, is talking and this lady says God gave her a vision, a visitation, an inspiration to invite God gave her this direction to create an invitation for people to come and bask in the presence of God. And in the moment, she was inspired to paint Donald Trump with a church with a cross on it. Number one, the painting sucked. Number two, you look like a meth user. Number three, you was dumb as hell. What part of you believes that Donald Trump is a representation of God, the church, and Christianity? Your mind doesn't work. And you ain't got no eyes. And I don't think you have ever read at all. I am seeing the more and more I look around, folk allergic to books. I have a question. When will the prophets call out Trump's anti-Christian and unbiblical behavior? I just want to know when. Somebody tell me when. He's deporting and breaking up families, immigrant families. That's against the Bible. This man has felonies because he's been found liable for being sexually inappropriate. Did y'all hear what I said? Let me say it the way that you need to hear it. Found guilty. I'm saying found liable because of the court that it was done in, and it's a civil case. But all of that was tried, and we found out you did it. Just like P. Diddy. P did it. You did it. Donald Trump's actions and policies should raise concern among religious leaders and scholars, and y'all should be on the internet, TV, and any opportunity you get saying this. This needs to be articulated, and it needs to be said full-throated all the time by our religious leaders, our prophets, our bishops. All need to be saying this on their platform. Shout out to Jamal Harrison Bryant, because he's doing the darn thing. Shout out to Bishop D.E. Polk. He's doing the darn thing. Shout out to Bishop Yvette Flunder, doing the darn thing, using their platform to address things. Where are the prophets, particularly the black prophets, the real ones? At what point in time? Because our calling is to speak truth to power, you know. Every prophet is a disruptor. Every prophet is a prophetic problem. Every prophet gets into good trouble. The real prophets. See, those prophets that won't say certain stuff and will say certain stuff so that they can get appointments to go preach and be popular on every flyer when there's an event, them ain't prophets. But real, authentic prophets get locked up for marching for equality. The real prophets get kicked out of the house because we speak back when Donald Trump is lying. Come on, Al Green. That's what prophets do. So where are the true prophets? Everybody you know that say they're a real prophet, I want you to think right now, have you heard them speaking out against Trump's policies and actions that are anti-Christian? Because the campaign that was surrounding Donald Trump in the Christian church was that he was a prophet of some type, or a Cyrus or some type, or that he was being used by God. That's what y'all said. A little unhinged. This is a little unhinged. Why aren't you guys saying something? I want you to inspect everybody that say they're a prophet. I'm not saying they're not a prophet if they're not speaking out, but I am saying they are not prophets of God in Christ Jesus whose consciousness has been to the future, and they're here leading us from the future. If you know a prophet that is supporting President 47 policies and actions since he has been in the office, you need to question them. Carla Davis said, my pastor does. We're talking about a prophet. Maybe your pastor is a prophet. This is an important moment, you guys, because we need to find out who the black leaders are and who the leading blacks are. Black leaders, they move in a prophetic energy. They're disruptors. Leading blacks just got money, got access, and we see their name everywhere. There's a machine behind them. Either they built or some white person gave them for us to now know their name, and they tell us that they are our stars. Something stupid that we've been doing in the black community. So upset with Snoop Dogg, so upset with Nelly, and rightfully so. But since when these folk were black leaders? I don't see the white people do this. I don't see these other ethnicities do this. But in the black communities, we make our entertainers black leaders. No, that's what they want us to do. Them black entertainers that's snorting coke, running women, got 1,000 Johnson & Johnson oil bottles in their house. These people were never supposed to be our black leaders. They were supposed to be our entertainment. We should enjoy their 808, enjoy their lyrics, but know their lyrics and what they're saying, how they looking and what they're doing is all entertainment for us. It's not direction for us. Where the prophets? Call Donald Trump out because y'all made this man a prophet. Y'all made this man chosen by God. Y'all had visions and y'all said God told you to vote for him, and God told you to tell us to tell God told you to tell us to vote for him. We need for y'all to come right back out and say, okay, he's in the White House and what he's doing is diabolical. If your prophet or that prophet ain't saying that, they have the same spirit, methodology, function. I don't care how good it look on the outside, how accurate it is, as Donald Trump. Donald Trump's action. The Trump administration implemented a zero tolerance. This was in the EO. Immigration policy, leading to the separation of thousands from children, from their parents, right at the U.S.-Mexican border. You need to Google it and go watch so you can feel what is happening. Because the way they have us wired in America, if it ain't happening in our house and to us, we don't really care that much. That's that whole consumer thing, that capitalistic type of going on. Up under there, there's so much programming. So we don't really care. But you need to go look at it so you can feel it and connect with your humanity. Because what the hell is wrong with you if you see children separated from their parents? I saw one yesterday, a woman been here for 39 years, and her kids had to watch her get locked up. Your pastor not saying nothing? Your prophet not saying nothing about that and calling it out? Because it's our job to tell what the truth is. Not so much because we not only because that we are prophets and that's our passion, but we care about people. So that's another reason why we should be calling Trump's action out, this action. But Exodus 22:21 says, you must not mistreat or oppress foreigners in any way. Remember, you yourselves were once foreigners in the land of Egypt. White European people came here as immigrants. This land was ours, is ours, and will always be ours. The African, the person from Africa, the female, the male from Africa were the first people on American soil, not as an enslaved person. That happened many years later. So this scripture in Exodus 22 and 21 is really a scripture that the European white-skinned person needs to read, because it says, you must not mistreat or oppress. Y'all got your Bibles? So what your prophet said, I have a problem with that. I have a whole problem with that. I have a problem with that. I was having a conversation with Prophet Manasseh the other day. I said, Prophet Manasseh, there was a particular topic, something he's expert around. And I said, okay, we need to do a show and you come back and talk about that. And I said, hold on a minute. did you vote for Donald Trump? Manasseh Jordan, did you vote for Donald Trump? He said no. And then he explained who he voted for and why he didn't vote for Kamala or Trump. And it was the same reason, basically, that I was on my platform saying both of these, Democrats and Republicans, just two different heads of one monster. And Kamala is the lesser evil, but still evil. Now, see, I know y'all can't work with that one because I'm a black man calling a woman of color evil. Now, I don't know her personally. I just know her policy. So that's what I'm saying. I really don't think she as a person is evil, but what she stands for is absolutely evil. Because there's no way that she should be signing off on and supporting that administration, Biden-Harris administration, what is happening in Gaza, Palestine, because that's really what it is. Problem. If Manasseh had voted for Trump, we still gonna be brothers. I still love, God knows I love him. We have so much fun. But he wouldn't be on this platform. And I'm saying that so you can understand how you supposed to approach and confront whoever called themselves a prophet, especially if they're a prophet in your community. And say, why aren't you rebuking from your platform and calling out? Because if you don't do it, rebuke has a way of removing what is over your eyes, keeping you from seeing a thing. So we need the prophets to rebuke and call it out for those people who ain't at that place where they can see, sense, and discern, but they trust them. This is extremely important and terribly serious. Who is not on the right side of history is not supposed to be leading you into the future. Is there anybody hearing what I'm saying? Y'all, from 15 years old, I've been just like this. If it ain't right, I'm saying something about it. I don't care if it's me. It's just not proper. As a black church leader, you should be calling out this white hypocrisy and earmarking it as dangerous. Deuteronomy 10:18 through 19. You don't like it, tear it out. He defends the cause of the fatherless and the widow and loves the foreigner residing among you. What? Did that sound like Trump? The Lord said in the scriptures, do you believe it's a scripture or not? Do you believe it's inspired book or not? Yeah, we know it's borrowed. Some of it's lies, some is politically programmed, some borrow from here, there, and there. We got that. But the book is prophetic in part. And I do believe there are parts of it that are inspired by God. This here, if you don't like it, tear it out. But it's Exodus 22. Do y'all put it in the chat? 22:21. Deuteronomy 10:18 through 19. He defends the cause of the fatherless and the widow and loves the foreigner residing among you, giving them food and clothing. And you are to love those who are foreigners. For you yourselves once were foreigners in Egypt. But y'all said Trump was who the Lord wanted us to vote for so that judgment can be stopped. Now all 401ks is going through, folk losing hundreds of thousands of dollars, losing millions of dollars from their portfolio, stock portfolio. Trump's action. Attorney General Jeff Sessions cited Romans 13. He cited it to defend the administration's immigration policies. action. The administrator's stance on limiting asylum claims and reducing refugee admissions has been criticized and lacking compassion. Leviticus says, the foreigner residing among you must be treated. Leviticus 19:34. The foreigner residing among you must be treated as your native born. Love them as yourself, for you were foreigners in Egypt. You don't like it, don't want to live it, tear it out. Matthew 25:35. For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger in your land, and you invited me in. Trump said, kick him out. Separate the family. I don't care nothing about it. I don't care about the living condition, the way they're eating or drinking water. I don't even care. Donald Trump, multiple allegations of sexual misconduct, found liable for sexual abuse and defamation. Y'all, it's almost like we've been rewired. Did y'all hear what the hell I said? This man has been convicted and found liable. I'm not lying. He's been convicted and found liable. Okay, just in your mind, change Trump to black. Would this be happening? Hell no. Not at all. I hear lawyers online talking about Bishop Donald Trump. Saying he's not right, is improper, his actions do not line up with the scripture and with our Christian faith. But I do not hear. I hear more white people. Now this twists my ball sack up. I mean, twist it up. White people are speaking out more than black people. You know, somebody had enough nerve to say to me, well, Larry, 5 million people, it was all white people because it's their time. Okay, I get that. Let them protest the way we used to protest. Great. But I'm talking about us talking to us. Because some of us is stupid. How come I ain't hearing black pastors and prophets by the droves calling this out? Liable for sexual abuse and defamation? Look, people online have lied about me surrounding sexual abuse, drugs, money laundering, tax evasion since 2019. They still talk about it now. I got 2 cases I sued 2 people found not liable, or either by default one because they ran and didn't want to face the courts. And folks still talk that crazy. It's like we rewired. The black man, go get him. P. Diddy, go get him. But this white man over here that's sort of orange, don't bother him. That's the president. That's Cyrus. It don't matter. What? No, he went to court and they found him liable. This ain't no YouTube rumor. This is someone who went to court and was found liable. And you went and cast your vote? What? 1 Thessalonians 4, 3-4. It is God's will that you should be sanctified, that you should avoid sexual immorality, that each of you should learn to control your own body in a way that is holy and honorable. Who else is calling it out? That's a pastor and a prophet. I don't know nobody but me. Can y'all put in the chat, Now, there may be some doing it at their churches, but who else online, a black content creator? I know Roland Martin. Who else? Oh, what's his name? Hill, Mark Lamont Hill. What's the other man's name? Don Lemon. What's that light-skinned man that preached at that church, a Baptist church up north, but they post all this stuff. He wear them out. What's his name? God, I'm looking at his face right now in my mind. Because he took off one time because he was burnt out for being a pastor. You remember his name? God, what is his name? I enjoy him. Light skin. John Wesley. Howard John Wesley. Oh, yeah. Otis Moss. Yeah. Ephesians 5:3. But among you, there must not be even a hint of sexual immorality or any kind of impurity or of greed, because these are improper for God's holy people. Wait a minute. But Trump, God wants us to vote for him because he's going to stop the judgment. Oh my God. That was one of the most stupid statements I've ever heard. I didn't even post it because I know the person that said it. I'm like, that is dumb. What? Yes, Bishop Talbot Swan, Pastor Reginald Sharp, of course. Bishop William Barber. I was his musician. I know him. We have a problem. And he gets up there and call people names as the president. If truth be told, that's funny as I don't know what to mean is entertaining. But he is the consistent source of contention. Have y'all ever heard Trump just praise somebody who was worthy of the praise, who was a great Christian and a great loving person and contributor? No. We have to listen to him praise people that we know are literal pieces of shit. I can't, and I ain't. I just can't. This is the reason why everybody under the sound of my voice, I want you to hear me very clear. Before we came into April 1, the Spirit of God, not Trump. The Spirit. Oh, I love Tabitha Speaks. Yes, I'm subscribed. I watched her. I don't never mention her name though, but thank you for that, Thais. There ain't that many of you on, only 1,382 of you on between Facebook and YouTube. But what I want y'all to do, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, remember, because I said we got to plant a seed in another channel. So I want all of you guys to go to the official Thais report and click subscribe. That's how you spell his YouTube name. And Thais, let me know when you get over the 14,000. Start doing it now, but then keep me playing in your ear. Okay? Can y'all do that for me? I'm about to get back to talking, whatever I'm doing. I don't know. Please do that. I've done this for several people. I want to do it again. Either of you on Facebook and you don't watch YouTube all the time, go subscribe. Let me see what you're saying. Elder Bernice King. Let me finish your statement. I'm in the wrong mood to do this job today. Elder Bernice King, the youngest daughter of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Coretta Scott King, speaks out along with Reverend Dr. Michelle. I love Dr. Michael Eric Dyson. Amazing. I'm subscribing. I follow him. He's another one. Ladies and gentlemen, for me, Elder Bernice King is a hypocrite. I don't care who her daddy is. She's a hypocrite. Why in the whole hell in the heaven did Elder Bernice King and Bishop Eddie Long have a march against gay rights and gay marriage in Atlanta when both of y'all allegedly same gender loving? What? And allegedly, hold that. You a hypocrite. Hypocrite. That's a problem for me. You can't preach against something you are enjoying on the back end. You cannot march for something, then your behavior and your follow through is off. She may have changed her stance since then because that happened just about 2 years or a year before Eddie Long started, all of that started coming out. We did it that fast. Now watch what God do for us. So for me, who would that told me that? Prayer Carrington. You can go tell Elder Bernice. If anybody know her person, you can text her right now and say, Doctor, make sure you put doctor. Because there's people act like I ain't going to earn no doctorate. Dr. Larry D. Reid said that you are a hypocrite because you and Bishop Eddie Long marched against gay rights and gay marriage in Atlanta when both of y'all, it's alleged, were same gender loving. And then you let me know what she said back. You can make up a fake email and email me and let me know what she said. Somebody should have told her that. That's how come I know Donald Trump ain't got no friends. That's how I know some of the people online talking, y'all don't got no friends because somebody ought to told y'all. You a whole hypocrite and what you saying and talking about, you guilty of. Oh my God. When we were coming to April, the Spirit said to me that in April, each and every one of us, all of us, should embrace the spirit of anarchy. Now, I didn't come out here and say this. I think I did, though, if you watched it. April the 2nd video on YouTube and on Facebook. Anarchy is the intentional disruption. Anarchy in this regard is the intentional disruption of outdated modes, models that are suppressive and oppressive. And all of us need to pick up the spirit of reformation, the spirit of anarchy, and intentionally disrupt where there is something oppressive in place or something that is showing up as injustice. Open your mouth. Speak and say it. Interrupt the patterns, the procedures, the policies, the processes that undergird a toxic system of governance. Starting right there in your church. Well, first of all, start in your house, and then you're like, go inside. There you go. Go inside yourself and deal with every part of you that is a toxic pattern, toxic system, these toxic looped automatic thoughts that you have about yourself. Deal with that. Then after you do all that work inside, while you're doing that work inside, because you ain't got no time to sit to the side, get yourself together, and you can work on this. No, you can do it all at the same time. You're going to be fixing you, fixing the house, fixing your business, and then using your voice in the world to disrupt. I'm telling you, God told me to tell you to be a prophetic problem. Not just to be a problem, but to be a prophetic problem. To be a disruptor. That's what it told me. And so that's what I told those I got to serve. And look at how we came into April. So in Senator Cory Booker brought April in anarchy. We must begin to speak the truth, the power. You didn't know that about Elder King? This Google. That's all you gotta do. Google. Put folk name in Chat GPT. Chat GPT will tell you everything that person ever did, every success. So I told them April the whatever day it was, and then the second on the main platform, I told y'all if y'all watched, and now we're seeing anarchy. All April, we're looking at anarchy. And I'm so glad to see. I'm going to tell you what, I'm so glad to see white folk, white pastors. Y'all look at this, check this white guy out. And he's actually telling you something that you need to hear. Because we were supposed to have a conversation about tariffs, but I'm going to let him tell you. Listen to what he said.
Some breaking news right now. Donald Trump and the Trump administration have announced that a 104% tariff will go into effect against China at midnight after China missed its deadline of noon today to roll back its own 34% tariffs on American goods. This is a significant escalation. 104% tariff, which will mean that costs will go up across the board on everything America imports from China, but especially things like electronics, your Apple iPhone, Apple Watch, iPad, all of those are going to go up tremendously in price. In addition, textiles, toys, clothing, so much more will be impacted by this. These tariffs will take effect at midnight tonight or 12:01 a.m. tonight. These are retaliatory tariffs. They're 104%. Prices could theoretically double, triple in some instances because of these tariffs. Donald Trump is not backing down. We are in a trade war with China, which means TikTok could be impacted. I'll do a full breakdown on my Substack shortly. So subscribe for free at the link in my bio and follow along for all the news you need to know about. More to come very soon.
Timestamp. We are in a trade war with China. We are in war. You need to hear that. We're in war. And we're in war in what I'm going to say, one of the worst ways possible, because people are going to be impacted, especially those that are not in the top 10% of money earners here in our nation. This is going to impact everybody. Going to feel it. At 12 midnight, 12:01, this takes effect. So everything coming out of China, we got to pay double, and some instances, because of how it has to move before it get to us, triple. I don't know what Donald Trump is thinking. I don't know what he's thinking. I know he ain't thinking. Oh my God. I know what he ain't thinking. Let me see if I can I want y'all to see something. Oh, thank you. Somebody sent something directly to me, but I'm gonna ask you guys. Oh yeah, it's the 8th day of April. So you know we gotta do $8.88. Come on now. We got to do $8.88 today. We're doing it all to the ministry. I see some of you sending me some stuff. Thank you so much, Monica, for sending $588 and Adrian for sending $50 straight to me. But I'm asking you guys to send it to the ministry, though. Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. I got caught up in looking at something. Oh, Prophet Liberty text me. wondering if this is how she operated in New York for years, straight out of an episode of The Sopranos. What are you talking about? Who are you talking about? Is he talking about Bernice? Test me, Thais. Tell me what you're talking about. Larry, that's the problem. He's not thinking. Yeah, he's not thinking at all. China ain't afraid of nobody. No, but Isaiah, they saying that Donald Trump was who God wanted us to vote for because he was going to stop judgment. Oh my God. Oh, every time I say it, it gets dumber and dumber. Oh, you talking about Trump. Oh, yeah. But you said she. It's very interesting to me. I said, call in, Levin. Well, he has called in and done properly, but I don't let him talk because I ain't too sure about that whole Trump thing. That's a whole thing. Anyway, y'all look at this. I love these white people speaking out. Listen to this.
The stock market is crashing. It is. Do something. I can't take Trump out of power. What do you mean? I mean, this upcoming recession is entirely caused by Trump's tariffs. That can't be. He's a businessman. Yeah, a businessman who runs everything he touches into the ground. No, he's wildly successful. Have you ever heard of the Trump Plaza Hotel? No. What about Tour de Trump? No. Trump Ice? No. Trump Vodka? No. Trump Casino? Wait a second, casino? Yep. How do you lose money on a casino? Ask Trump. Okay, but every businessman has losses. Oh, I'm not done. You've surely heard of Trump Steaks? No! Trump Home? No! Trump Shuttle? No! Trump Model Management? No! Trump World's Fair? Wait, another casino? He's actually had to close 5 casinos. Why do we put this guy in charge of anything? Trump University? No! GoTrump.org? A travel website? No! Trump Magazines? No! The Trump Network? No! What about the Trump Foundation? Oh, I actually have heard of that one. It was shut down in 2018 by a court order after committing massive fraud. Okay, I get why Trump thinks that massive tariffs are a good idea. He's plainly ignorant, and he's been defrauding people for decades. The book of James has something to say about people like this. Oh no! Come now, you rich people, weep and wail for the miseries that are coming for you. Your riches have rotted, and your clothes are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver have rusted, and their rust will be evidence against you, and it will eat up your flesh like fire. That seems harsh. Every time one of Trump's businesses fails, ordinary workers are caught up in the crossfire, and they don't have the same resources that Trump has. He's a grifter who hurts people everywhere he goes. This is no different.
Wow. Did y'all hear that? Do I need to play it again? Because he was going fast. And then there were little captions at the top. A little delay. So y'all let me know if you want me to play it again. Yeah, play it again. I figure so. Because he was going fast. And shout out to this pastor. I follow him. He's on IG. And this pastor do not care. There's like 4 or 5 white pastors that when I tell you they are extracting out of the Bible and out of our faith the things that Trump is doing and comparing it. It's amazing. I love it. Let's watch again.
The stock market is crashing. It is. Do something. I can't take Trump out of power. What do you mean? I mean, this upcoming recession is entirely caused by Trump's tariffs. That can't be. He's a businessman. Yeah, a businessman who runs everything he touches into the ground. No, he's wildly successful. Have you ever heard of the Trump Plaza Hotel? No. What about Tour de Trump? No. Trump Ice? No. Trump Vodka? No. Trump Casino? Wait a second, casino? Yep. How do you lose money on a casino? Ask Trump. Okay, but every businessman has losses. Oh, I'm not done. You've surely heard of Trump Steaks? No! Trump Home? No! Trump Shuttle? No! Trump Model Management? No! Trump World's Fair? Wait, another casino? He's actually had to close 5 casinos. Why do we put this guy in charge of anything? Trump University? No! GoTrump.org? A travel website? No! Trump Magazines? No! The Trump Network? No! What about the Trump Foundation? Oh, I actually have heard of that one. It was shut down in 2018 by a court order after committing massive fraud. Okay, I get why Trump thinks that massive tariffs are a good idea. He's plainly ignorant, and he's been defrauding people for decades. The book of James has something to say about people like this. Oh no! Come now, you rich people, weep and wail for the miseries that are coming for you. Your riches have rotted, and your clothes are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver have rusted, and their rust will be evidence against you, and it will eat up your flesh like fire. That seems harsh. Every time one of Trump's businesses fails, ordinary workers are caught up in the crossfire, and they don't have the same resources that Trump has. He's a grifter who hurts people everywhere he goes. This is no different.
The main reason that this current administration does not care about how what they're deciding is affecting American citizens because they have not been ordinary American citizens. They have always been elite. They have always been surrounded by millions of dollars. They were raised, the president raised around money, given multiple millions of dollars from his father to then go and try his hand at business. And if you know the history, Donald Trump has been a horrible businessman and has had so many failed businesses, court orders and cases shut down because of massive fraud. And then y'all elected him as the president and wonder why he don't understand that tariffs are horrible for us. You heard him say, well, it'll be a little hard for a little while, because he think using this executive order thing that he's using almost like as a toothbrush every single day, 4, 5, 6 times a day. And he said that it would be just bad for a little while. That's billionaire talk. He like, okay, it's not that serious. If I'm only making $3,000 a month and then everything is doubling on me, I'm going through. Are you going to give me a check? No, he ain't going to give you no check. Even if he did, what sense it make to take a check from somebody who's responsible for the reason why you ain't got no money? Bruh. Let's look at another. I love when I'm telling you. I am enjoying this. Let me see. Oh no, we about to go to the other thing, ain't we? Hold on, have I got that written in here? Yeah, let me talk about that before I get to the food. Then I'm gonna do the food and I'll be done. Okay. And let me say this: do y'all know that he done something today where he's trying to do this? Well, the immigrants get charged $998 every day that they decide not to self-deport. And it can be retroed 5 years back. So that means that there are going to be some people that are going to be deported with a tab that they have to pay off. That's the tab is created in dollars, and we don't know what country they're going back to and how they're going to get that done. And then they're seizing their cars and their properties, and it becomes government property. And some of these people have came over here and done well and pay the trillions of dollars a year in taxes from immigrants. Listen, we got to be looking at April the 20th, because on January the 20th, when he was getting sworn in, it was declared that we are in some type of war at the border. And I'm using the word war. And that means from that day, 90 days out, which is April the 20th, that the powers that be got that time to decide whether or not to enact the Insurrection Act. Now, with that act, that means anybody, it doesn't matter if you're an immigrant or an American citizen, anybody can be deported if they feel like that you are criminal, or if you actually have crimes as an American, you're not a great contributor to society. they can deport you. So we need to be looking at 420, which I think is a Sunday, right? It's Easter. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's so horrible on the day we celebrate the Lord. You can't make none of this right. No. Okay. All right, let me move ahead on from that. I got to talk to you about this food. I'm going to read to you what ChatGPT told me. It's connected to something I got going on in my body that's been happening since February. So I'm going to share that with you. But before we do that, someone sent me this clip and want me to watch it and then do commentary on it. So here we go.
From Canada? Oh my. What? How many? With the baby? Oh my. He drove from West Coast Canada with a baby? Yo, my man, come here. Yo, come on, come here. Yo, come here. How long is that drive? Huh? 40, what? 44 hours? 3 days? Yo, my man, come on here, yo. 7 days? You drove 7 days to get here. What?
We emailed y'all.
You moved here?
To come to church.
To come to this? You moved here to join this church?
We sold everything.
You sold everything. You sold everything to come here. You moved from Canada to come here.
2 girls and 2
with
dogs.
2 girls
2 dogs.
and 2 dogs. You sold everything.
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
Holden.
Holden. Shelby and Holden. All right. No, hold on. No, where's Don? Write his name down. Sheldon and Holden. Holden and Shelby.
People do that.
Okay. I want you to stay when this is over. We're gonna give out 2 checks today. $50,000 for you. Yes. No, yes. 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 No, yes. No, yes. No. Don't block my blessing. No, don't block my blessing. Don't block my blessing. 50,000 for you. No. Give you a job. No. I'm giving you a check. No. You can't block my blessing, no.
I want the spiritual money.
You want the spiritual money. We're gonna give you both. We're gonna find a job for you right here at 2819. Listen to me. Where's Don? I want you to get his information. Don't move, Holden. Don't move. We're gonna do both. We're gonna do both. Somebody hold that baby. We're gonna do both. Stay right.
Okay. Now, at the top of this show, I explained, I say, excuse me. I have a few problems with this, but before I discuss the problems I have with Philip Mitchell, 2819 Church, we do not agree. Philip Mitchell and I do not agree on so many things. In my opinion, his soul is white and his Christianity, the version that he practices, is European. The virgin Christianity that I practice is very African. So we do not agree on certain things. Also, I understand some things that I just think some people don't understand. And I think I have a lens that maybe everybody doesn't share. It's probably unpopular. I'm saying all of that so that you can understand my perspective before I say what I say. I am glad to see anybody be helped, win, be chosen. I love it. This, however, irritated me. I'm irritated because I think it is poor management of black dollars. From a pastor standpoint, it is unwise as hell to do. And I'll leave it at those two. Number one, I love to see somebody blessed. But this here irritates me because I think it is a misuse of black dollars. I want to be very clear. Misuse of black dollars. And it is also unwise to do as a pastor. This is an entirely white Canadian family who decided to come and join this black man's church. Number one, they coming because you nearby white. That's number one. Number two, I mean, the stuff he be saying is like, what? Well, the clips I hear. Because it's the same man that went crazy on another pastor because he said Jesus was black. And he compared Jesus being persecuted and the black man being persecuted. That was very empowering for the black man. He rebuked them and talked about them. This is also the man that rebuked the moon, the stars, the constellations, and represented those that acknowledge the heavens in a horrible way. He did not study to find out enough about astrology to even properly rebuke it. So we don't agree on several different things, but I'm not allowing that to affect how I'm commentating on this video. I am one of those that run tears when I see stuff like this. That's when you get me. You get me. But I can't overlook. And then this white man had the sense that the pastor didn't have. He said, no, give me a job. I'm going to work for it. Give me a job. He said, no, we're going to give you a job and $50,000. 50,000 black dollars. Look at all of the people in your church. Some probably came to church and ain't got no money for food. You didn't give them the $50,000. You see what that can create? It was unwise as hell to do. He was moving out of his ego, out of his emotions. This is from the outside looking in, his ego or maybe his emotions or something, but it was terribly unwise. And to take black dollars and put in white hands is just dumb. Dumb. The only way you do that is when that white person is working. Because that's the only reason why they're going to give it to you is you work for it. Show me a white pastor pulling up black folk and giving them $50,000. There's something inherently wrong with this that I just watched. And this is me. This is me. This is me. And it's what I think. You do not have to agree with me. But I don't like it and I can't celebrate it. It just goes against my convictions. That would never happen. I saw Pastor Hannah give away a car to a very faithful member, Black woman. I think that was wise, kind, and a great use of Black dollars. This 2819 pastor is immature, underdeveloped, but has a platform and people rushing into his church and is getting popular online, but he is not ready. And this is likely going to be a train wreck at some point in time if he isn't actively in therapy to handle what is happening in his life, because he is not growing, he's swelling. And there's a lot that is going on, and it's becoming more and more. I mean, just yesterday you was online crying about you need $250,000. You are lacking wisdom, sir. And everybody that has been in your position for decades knows it. But some of us aren't going to tell you. We're going to try to get close to you to come preach so we can get one of those checks. But Larry Reid, I'm not that person. I get to be able to say what I feel, and I don't have to be ugly with it. And I hope I'm not sounding like I'm being mean and ugly. Y'all sent me the video for me to watch and give my commentary. That's how I feel. That's some bull. And I'm not happy about it. I'm actually irritated. Because that $50,000 came more than likely from a Black hand. We know it's coming out of a Black church. I don't like it. Okay, let me help you, son. Property Wiz Incorporated. I'm not going to go hard on you. But don't ever come into my chat again telling me a video is old. This video is from 2025. Nigga, you old. The video is much younger than your old ass. We're discussing this because it was brought to me to find out what I think. And they probably thought I was going to be saying something similar to what I said. Then nobody asked you what you thought about the video because you're not as important to them as I am to them. So you sit in the chat, in the pew, and shut up. Don't come here and say that no more. I don't understand why nobody is telling this man that he needs to stay offline, asking for $250,000, give him $50,000. Stop. You about to get on our last nerve. That's what they had said, William J. Franklin, but aren't they getting put out of the building they are in? The money needs to go to relocation. Somebody gave them $250,000 where they ain't got to leave. And look, and then I knew it was from 2025, but I didn't know it was just a few weeks ago. So why the hell they come in talking about the video old? So the video is just would y'all call a 3-week-old baby old? But the consciousness in the comment section is low. Who teaching y'all? These people don't have books. Because that don't even make sense. So you telling me that this video was 3 weeks old and somebody coming to my the video was old? Oh my God. Damn. Hold on, maybe he ain't healed from prison. Who ain't healed from prison? Okay, Prophet Joseph Foster said they're moving into a new building on Sunday. So I know they got that $250,000. They ought to be able to do it. Pixie Dust. That's what I'm saying. This is why it's not wise. It's not wise. Also, it was mid-March, Thais. So why did this person come in here talking about it's old? You said that's when you saw it on TikTok? Okay. They're moving on Sunday and will be evicted on Monday. Wait. Maybe she couldn't have. Larry, I watched him the other night. It seems he has learned to manipulate the system the saints dwell in. Whoa. Ooh. I don't watch people that I don't do that because that make me go live to say something. The people in that church, some may not be making $50K a year and have 4 children and still support the church. We accept black suffering but can't stand to see white people struggling. Ah! Phew. Oh! Y'all, and it's our programming. We're programmed to care about white fragility. It comes from the plantation. See, that's why I can't take that man. Ooh, Lord, his soul is white. I just can't take it. Let me see. They just bought a $7 million church building cash. Okay, wait. Huh? I took my glasses off so I can see it, but I still can't see it. This don't make no sense. Is there something I do not know? Because I don't know everything. But it was just yesterday, 2 hours ago, he was asking for $250,000 or they got to get out of the church. And you mean to tell me they don't went and bought a whole church? Some white person. Who is funding this, man? This don't make sense. I'm confusing. Are you sure, Prophet Foster? See, that's all I'm saying. Can somebody fact check Prophet Foster? I slipped into confusion at that statement. I need to really understand it. I don't know what to say. I'm confused. He's been meeting in schools for 12 years. They should have a lot of money. Wait a minute. So this man been pastoring for 12 years? Prophet Foster, are you sure is this the right information? Y'all just don't make sense to me. What is it me? You know, because I do get in my head. What this don't you asked for $250,000. You've been in none of this makes sense. So you in a thing for 12 years in and out of school auditorium. That bill ain't that high unless they had a whole school. And you needed $250,000 to stay in that facility because you was buying a $7 million building. You see, he didn't tell that part. Oh, he's a manipulator. So you could have took $250,000 out the ministry to pay for the stay in that building, but that building you renting and you stand in that building to pay for the other building cash. but you couldn't take the $250,000 out of that money for that building and pay for the rental building. You couldn't do that. So you needed somebody to give it. So get online and cry till somebody give you $250,000. Stay in that church because you already got the church over here paid off. Yeah, that was great. Black man crying. We don't see that much. That was smart. Manipulative, but smart. Who was his mentor? Somebody white? Yeah, I heard about that. They could have used the $50,000 to keep a historic black church open. I agree with that because John Gray, he got big before he was able to develop some stuff, and I see this man like that. Wait a minute, Akim, are you telling me him giving that man money is a week old? So why would somebody come in here and tell me it's old? I don't know about the 7 million, but I sent the notice of the new location to your phone, Larry. Okay, hold on. 2819 at Grant. Wait! His church is here in Atlanta, but in Greenbrier? Greenbrier is I can't say it's the hood. It's dangerous. Greenbrier, Bankhead. Listen, you don't be in them places at night. He better have his services during the day. So 2819 at Greenbrier, 8 a.m., 10:30 a.m., 12:45 p.m. in person and online. See you Sunday. So he bought that. So the $7 million place, Prophet Foster, is in Atlanta and it's in Greenbrier. Okay. I'm looking for stuff. Can I stop? Don't you tell me that. Are you playing, Janelle? Hold on, they need 1.2 million before the week is out. Oh, hold on. So that's another manipulative act. I'm gonna give him 50,000, and that's gonna make that makes people give. So I can get this 1.2. Ooh, I wouldn't want to be him. I had to do $1.2 million in like 50 days. And it took me out of here. For the Reformation 2022, I think it was. He come from Rod Parsley. I believe it. I believe it. Oh, he bought Paul Morton's old church. Oh, yeah, because that church was in the hood. Yeah. WJ99 trying to figure it out like I am. Oh my God. I guess what you calling a white soul, that brother left into the bank. I don't even know what you're talking about. If you can try to read me, EA, at least make your comment legible. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Let me see. I didn't know it either, Monica. You said Greenbrier is low rent district. Yeah. Oh, yes. Absolutely, Mitchell-Lich. Yes. Yes. All of that. Me neither, Miss Pat. His church was by my house in a suite, about 50 members, and to see how his ministry has expanded quickly is awesome to me. It's not to me. Not with teaching what he teaching. That more people he programming with whiteness. Let me see. Yes, Citadel needs 1.2. Who is? Oh, y'all saying? Oh, I got that mixed up. You're talking about? Wait, Kevin Bond them need. You're gonna get excited. My voice go high. Wait, Kevin Bond them need 1.2 million by the end of the week. Oh God. Oh Jesus. Latrell, these pastors of this sort want to build an empire. They want to build a big church with lots of, it's ego driven. You know it's ego driven because otherwise it don't make sense. It's ego driven. Do you know what he can do with $7 million to change so many people's lives? And he put it in the building to hoard people and to herd them into. Man, that model is gone. And he's still trying to do it. Oh, check my text. Okay. Who comment? Yeah, take it out. Oh, hold on. I just got something. I sent something. Okay.
When my wife and I moved here in 2010, we came here with nothing. We had a rider truck. My wife and I, our children, no family, no jobs, no money. We had nothing. And from 2010 to about 2020, for 10 years, every 2 years, we had to move to another house. And it was very tough for us, living very nomadic for all those years. By 2020, we ended up paying off all of our debt, $100,000 in debt that we paid off. And today, we enjoy the freedom of not having any debt at all. No credit cards, no car notes.
You know, my ears are different. I don't hear the struggle. Do y'all hear the struggle? Man, shut up. Shut up. See, when you live in a small, you just stay in a world and you don't travel, you don't talk to other people, you don't talk to your people. You do not know what people got going on. You talking about moving every 2 years? When I know people, and me myself, I know them personally, that had to move every 3, 4, 5 months. Nigga, you ain't struggled. I don't know all you've been through, but if this is your testimony, this ain't one. Okay. Just keep listening.
No, nothing. And after we paid off all of our debt, we purchased our very first home in 2020. And from 2020 until now, what my children feel in that home is the sense of like peace and things are settled. They're not afraid that we're going to pull them out of school. They're not afraid that somebody's going to come knock on the door and pull us out. There's stability that they feel. And God has given that stability to my wife and I personally, but we are now believing that stability for our spiritual family.
He gonna say anything else? Like a lot of music. Oh, he reminds me of EJ.
For 12 years, our church has been nomadic. We've been put out of 4 different facilities for circumstances beyond our control. And it's always hopping from one circumstance to another, one facility to another. Man, I am believing this year by faith that journey is going to come to an end as we do something to change our entire future. We're on the last Sunday in February for our gospel expansion offering, where we come together as a family, local disciples and digital disciples, where we all give one sacrificial gift generously once a year. And I'm believing God, I'm saying it today by faith, that what's going to come in on that day by faith, I believe, is going to put us in a position to acquire our very first facility cash without debt. That we're going to be able to buy that first facility, $7 million cash. We're going to buy that without debt. And then that $18 million journey to fix it. I believe that God could put it on somebody's heart to write a $25 million check. Nothing is impossible for the Lord, and that where we are going in 60 days, I'm believing it will be our last temporary facility. And that in 24 months, we will march into the house that we built for the Lord by faith in Jesus' name. We're going to build God a house. The impossible is
That ain't what you hold on. You're gonna build God a house? Okay, see, my ears, and I'm just gonna put it all on me. This oof. I don't know what I'm trying to talk about, no, but this is a commentary. No. This is no different than Donald Trump starting all these businesses. It's the same. It's like you starting a business and you want it, but you're using God, emotional music. But while you talking, you talking too much. Because somebody like me, you telling me who you really are. And no. So where did y'all get the money from? So did y'all have the church 12 years taking up money? Because that made me ask questions. Not saying anything either way, but so for 12 years the church was popping around and you've been put out of facilities for a time, but it won't because you won't pay and stuff. At least that's what you just said. But y'all got $100,000 from somewhere in a 10-year period from 2010 to 2020 to pay off credit cards and then to go into a house. Did he say he paid that house off cash, or that's when he talking about cash for the church? I think he said cash for the church. But it's about somewhere where the kids ain't got to worry about no coming in. So y'all got a nice house in a nice area in Atlanta. Okay. Yeah. Just go to the people and say, I want to get this church. I've always wanted to have a church where I can come in, I can preach to them and watch their life change. That would be closer to the truth. Because we understand that's all for your ego. And you know what? I ain't even got to the food. I don't know what to say. This is my thing on it. This is what I feel. I said what I thought on it. This is some church shit. Classic. In my opinion. Church shit. Flipmo said, who knows this pastor personally? That's what I want to know. Can y'all find... That's a finance group. 2019 was renting Westside Charter School. The Greenbrier location is a temporary location for 2 years. The $250,000 was to get into the temporary location on Greenbrier. The permanent location is on Metropolitan Parkway. That building cost $7 million and will need $13 million to renovate. It will take a few years. This is stupid. Stupid. Stupid use of black dollars. This is stupid. This is stupid. Don't you tell me God told you to do that with no $7 million. And then you're going to go. So this is probably what they're going to do. If the building was $7 million and he paid that cash, then he can go to the bank for a loan. Probably not for the full $13 million to fix it up. But he should be get a few million to start the repairs, and then he got to raise the rest of it. Because the bank is the bank right now is gonna be funny with giving a lump sum of money. This is just a lot. This is a personal goal for him, and people that like his ministry, I would like to think they're gonna help him reach his personal goal. But putting all that God stuff on it is it's problematic for me. How many of y'all have attended multiple multicultural churches? There are no let me say this. I have not seen on TV, TBN, Word Network for years, any multicultural churches. I've only seen black and white and other people churches mixed all into one thing. I've seen churches led by a white man with everybody in it, all different types and kinds. I even seen a black man lead a church, and you got, if it's a mega church, you got everybody in it. But I haven't seen any authentically multicultural, maybe multi colors of people or multi races, but no, I ain't seen no multicultural nothing. I ain't. But see, with this multicultural, you have that 8, 9, and 12 service you have. The 8 o'clock be Spanish speaking. The 10 o'clock would be whatever speaking, and the worship will be according to that culture. But that I don't see that. They say multicultural, but it doesn't mean we got all different kind of people in church. But no, I haven't seen one. I don't know nobody's been a member of one. Not in America. Mm-mm. Stock snips are darn green. Agreed. He know how to do that. Can't hate on that. This is not assumptions about the pastor, baby. This is commentary. We do not know this man. And he put this information. Let me say something to you. He put this information out. He put these clips out. Anybody that put their clips out and put their own information out shouldn't say shit about somebody doing commentary on it. If you don't want nobody to say something about it, then keep it offline. So we are not attacking this man. We are assuming the part that he is in advertising, but he put it out here for us to critique. And I call bullshit. Simple as that. I don't know no way to put it. That's what I think. It's all ego. He wants to build God a house. That's in his mind. But he just ain't picked up his Bible and came to the understanding that God don't dwell in no houses. God don't need no, you can't house God. What the hell? You said Bishop Kevin Bond is having a telethon right now to try to raise the funds. Dog. Wait a minute. Now Foster's taking it there. I ain't said that. Oh my God. Wait a minute, is it really this black dollars or just CJ, you cutting up? Please teach the people. Please. Oh, happy birthday, John Ross. I don't know you. Do I know you? Hold on. Why am I getting a memory? Did we inbox some years ago? Cause I remember you, a white dude, right? Look at that, Nancy. Is that white dude? Yeah. Well, happy birthday. I'm gonna sing you happy birthday so everybody know I'm not prejudiced. I'm not prejudiced. I just call out whiteness to the left, to the right. And when I say white man, that means white skin. That don't necessarily mean whiteness. I ain't got to say to you, I just explained myself. Let me see. Oh, what? I don't know. I ain't never been to a church. Larry, you need a new set of ears because you're missing it. Put on your spiritual ears and take off your ears of negativity. No, that's not it. You don't have spiritual ears or a relationship with God if you discern that as relates to me. God ain't tell you that that's you. And whatever lens some black person who has a white soul or some white person who has black packaging has put in you, or it could be your European Western Christianity that has your discernment off. Okay? Let me see. Manipulation of hard-earned black dollars. Watch the playbook he has been given to walk in. The fruit don't lie. Okay. 7 million is a lot for brick and mortar that seems to be phasing out. It's stupid. When you got McDonald's and everybody selling buildings, it's dumb. I hope he completes his renovations, but I smell a Marvin Winans debacle. How many decades Marvin Winans been trying to get in that church? And he have health issues now. Let me see. Military chapels are multicultural. I've seen that. True. Flip mode, your picture looks like a black woman, so I am surprised you are having a problem with us saying black preachers need to be respectful of black people financial donations. Say what now? Would you rather he pay $7 million on a personal home or on God's house? God's house is a trick and a farce. There is no such thing. That's number one. Number two, he can use $7 million to get a church if that's what he wants to do. The way he's going about it, for one reason or the other, it could be his European Christian thing, or this man is a manipulator. Simple as that. And I find some of the stuff he's posting online manipulative. And you shopping it like it's God. But no, this is a people grab. You posting for the purposes of making it look a certain way where somebody will get out and sell everything and drive 44 hours to your church to become a part. And the man's telling you, give me a job. See, that lets me know this man doesn't understand money. And maybe because he was a drug dealer and that hand over hand money, you end up not really having the proper relationship with money. And he don't understand money because $50,000 to somebody you do not know is dumb. Across the board, money thinks money is like a whole person. Money has its own thoughts, desires. I know some of them. I am not going to say I know all of them. But that is not what money likes to do. And free money given to somebody, it creates, and this is another thing, it creates inferiority. This man is going to feel like he owe you everything. What if God talked to him 4 months in and say, okay, your assignment is complete here. You will learn everything you need to learn. And he go and open his church. Then you're going to feel like you were done wrong. I can't believe we gave him $50,000 and gave him a job. Look what he done left us. Sometimes people give you stuff to try to control you. And they give you stuff so that you owe them. Let me see. That's great. You better shout them out if they really doing it. She gone, y'all. I can't do church brain tonight. She ain't say nothing bad. She didn't say nothing bad at me. It was her opinion. Y'all can't be too sensitive with that power now, because I don't operate like that. Let me see. When Solomon rebuilt the temple, he used. Okay, baby, we know that, Wimpsy. This is 2025. What that scripture got to do with what we're talking about thousands of years later after that text? What does that mean? I don't think you know what it means. Somebody, anybody, who was Larry talking about? It's a video we just watched. Oh, let me get to the food so I can go. Oh, Lord, it's 9:25. I got to get up in the morning, Nancy. Why don't you tell me? Say it again. Say it again. Okay, so let me see. He was originally at World Overcomers plant in Atlanta. World Overcomers. That sounds familiar. Who church is that? Creflo. Okay. Pastor Andy. No, World Overcomers, Pastor Andy. Pastor Andy give them the resources to start Victory Atlanta. They became 2819 2 years ago during their 10-year anniversary. They never had less than 800 members. But couldn't keep a building. I just went and told that story because my mind naturally think you took that money to get y'all a house first. And now you're trying to get one for the Lord. Ooh, Jesus, keep me near the cross. All right, let's talk about this food. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Can somebody send to I want everybody to put, before we go to the next thing, I'm hungry, Larry, have to bounce. Good to be back in the chat with y'all. All right, you be blessed and eat proper. You need to listen to me before you go eat. Make sure y'all send him 1 Kings 8:27. But will God indeed dwell on earth? Behold, the heaven and heaven of heavens cannot contain God. How much less this house that have been built? Building God a house is a farce. Farce. Isaiah 66:1. The scripture clearly says, thus saith the Lord, the heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool. Where is the house that ye build unto me? And where is the place of my rest? This was God confronting people on their reliance on physical structures over spiritual obedience. I'm not saying it's wrong to build a house where you're going to have church for God. But I do think it's manipulative when that becomes your reason why, when that's really not your reason why. Your reason why is because you want to. I didn't hear nothing you said. God told me to build this. You said, I want to build God a house. Or you said, yeah, you want to build God a house. Yeah, that's what you said now. Then Acts 17:24, the Lord clearly lays out and said, I don't dwell in the building made with hands. So what are y'all going, what? So what? Nobody's going to tell him that we know he lying? Oh my God. And I think it's in Acts 7. So Acts, let me see. Okay. This is Stephen before getting stoned. Acts 7:48-49. Howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands, as saith the prophet, heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool. So in Acts 7:48-49 is actually quoting that other scripture in Isaiah 66. So, and that was so that Acts 17:24 text, that's when Paul was at Mars Hill in Athens. And he was addressing the Greek philosophers, trying to shift their focus from idols and temples. This whole connection to buildings is idolatrous. I know y'all ain't gonna hear that. This whole connection to having a building and a church and building one is idolatry. And they just package it in a way so you can buy in. God transcends physical buildings. Why are you putting so much into a place to have church? Take that 7 million, acquire that building, and build something that can be ran not off of government grants, not off of PPP loans, not off of just the offering of the people, but it can generate money. Go into your business mind, man. Look at the world, where we going. 2819 got a time period where they're going to be booming. Y'all look at all of these ministries that came across online. Okay, Juanita Bynum, T. the Jakes, that's TV time, all of them people, but online. Brian Carn, but prior to him, Brian Carn blew up online. He was the online prophet and the big person online. Then it was Matthew Stevenson. He became the big new next thing all online. We all watched it, we saw it. And there have been several others. But everybody has a moment and a time when they rise, and then everything will level out. And you might get another 1 or 2 peaks, depending on who you are and really what star and planet you're born up under, on what house that Jupiter sitting in. But anyway, point is this. This is the dumbest way to use what will be collectively $20 million. Let's just call the idolatry what it is. It's idolatry. All ego. All what you want to do. Your dream. Leave my God out of that. Well, actually, your God ain't even mine no way. All right, so let's get into this conversation. I'm going to tell you what happened to me, and I'm going to do this very quick. I came back from a 26-day trip in Ghana and Dubai. Had to handle business. And we also had a Reformation Dubai, which ultimately was an investment trip. Several people got invested in international real estate. And they're going to have money in their family legacy for years to come, because these people are securing property, not just in America, but in other markets, which is biblical. Ship your grain across the sea and invest in 7, even 8 ventures is what the scriptures say. And then I tell you why, because you never know. And I'm LRLing it. You never know when that particular market you're investing in is going to fall, or that venture you're investing in is going to fall. So diversify. That's your Bible. You don't like it, tear it out. The scripture said it's Ecclesiastes 11, 1 and 2. So I stayed longer than I ever have stayed before. And what began to happen in my body, I began to feel better, look better. My skin was better. I felt like I was getting thinner, but I was eating up judgment. Everything that won't nail down, I was putting it in my mouth. Everything. Pizza, sandwiches. I ain't no hot dog, did I? I ain't see no hot dog. Burgers, pulled beef. I mean, I was just eating and eating, fast fooding it up. McDonald's, KFC, I wore out because of them lime wings. Oh my God, they're so good. So I ate and ate. So when I got back home, flying back home, and y'all know I love food. And it's hard to stay this size because I like to eat. So I got back home, okay, there's a lot of food I ain't had in almost 30 days. So I went to Burger King. Y'all saw the videos viral, millions of views. It like to kill me. It like to kill me dead. Dead and buried. I thought I was dying inside. It hurt so damn much. And then I got past that. So then like a week later, and the only thing I really could eat was Chinese food. And I don't get the Chinese where they, I do a little bit where they batter it and then fry it and then put that. But I'll eat like the pepper chicken where it's just grilled with onions. Oh, Jesus. I think I got some left, ain't I? Yes, something hurt. I think it was the noodles. But anyway, I might need to leave that alone. But anyway, so that's the only thing that I could eat. And because I had to work trying to get my system back used to what was happening, what we're fed over here. And so I kept getting sick every single week since I've been back. And I didn't tell my family this until today. But they didn't even act like they heard what I said. Because I have a high pain tolerance. So when I feel certain pain, I'm like, I just throw it off. So my stomach, at least twice a week, has been in knots. And it hurt. And then sometimes I just feel unsettled. But other times it hurt. And I said, what in the whole hell in the heaven is going on here? So we was talking, and I just lightly said, I don't think this food is real. Just laughing, talking, and something said, go to Chat GPT and told me how to prompt it. Because see, Chat GPT only going to be as good as the person who put in the prompt in there. And I began to prompt it. And let me tell you, and I said this to Chat GPT. I said, I feel like that this food that I am eating isn't real and it's an assimilation. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to put this in the chat. We are in a food desert and assimilation. America is a food desert. And America is feeding us assimilations of food. It's not real food. It's not. ChatGPT says most food in America is processed or ultra processed. Over 60% of the standard American diet comes from ultra processed foods. These foods are filled with preservatives, artificial flavors, dyes, emulsifiers, and fillers, many of which banned in other countries. Do you know when it says natural flavor, do you know that's up to 800,000 different chemicals they put in that drink or whatever it is you're consuming? I'm not lying, y'all. I'm telling the truth. What we eat in America is mimicking real food. What we're eating is mimicking real food. It has been restructured, reshaped, chemically engineered to look and to taste and to smell like the original. We are not eating real food. Are y'all, is the prophets and the pastors talking about that? I just want to know. Mm-hmm. We're not. American cheese equals processed imitation of real cheese. Most of the time, we're not eating real cheese. Fruit snacks, I used to love them. Ain't nothing but corn syrup, dyes, and fruit flavors. So it's chemicals. It is literally a bunch of chemicals. Meat alternatives. Soy isolates and seed oils, highly engineered. So it's soy isolates and seed oils that's highly engineered. It ain't even meat. If you don't like it, tell ChatGPT you're a lying wonder. Our food is stripped of minerals. You got to have minerals to be healthy. Our food is stripped of vitamins. You got to have certain vitamins. Our food is stripped of fiber. So all Americans are full of shit. Because we're not eating fiber and we're walking around here with the junk we don't put in our mouth and it's connecting to our bodies. And it's throwing everything out of whack. Our foods are loaded with salt, sugar, and fat. Salt, sugar, and fat. Salt, sugar, and fat. Fast food in America should not be eaten. Oh, God. Sometimes that's the only thing open. Lab-created flavor enhancers. Full of GMO corn, MSG, canola oil. Not whole, pure ingredients. See, real food is a life source. Some of the psychological problems we're having, bouts with depression, is because of the food. So then you can go to those that chemically engineer the food. Now go to the doctor who has taken some other chemicals for you to take in the form of a pill, all because of what you ate. Real food has an electrical charge, enzymes that naturally balance your body. We're eating dead food, overly acidic, and it lacks vibrational properties. That's why our vibration is low. Check the diet of these low vibrational people. Made. This stuff is just created and made. It's not real. That feeling of bloatedness and feeling heavy and depressed, it's your food. It's your food. It may not be all food, but your intake has something to do with what you're feeling. All right. Thanks a lot, Larry. I'm sitting in Culver's right now. Let me tell you something. If you can begin to eat other things, I'm not even talking about the food in America, because the food that's supposed to be healthy in America, it got chemicals in it too. But when you go to another country where these chemicals are banned and you eat there, it don't take you long for your body to start telling you, I like this. Give me more of this. I remember how the food felt eating it when I was younger. This is something that they have done in the last, especially the last 10 years, but really the last 20 years or so. To where more chemicals. Actually, they started this stuff. I'm 47. When was Reagan in office? A lot of this started up under Reagan. This is really when he let all them chemicals start coming into through the FDA. When was Reagan in the 80s? I think he was in the 80s. Yeah. This part, which is the reason why at least once a month I take an herb to decalcify my pineal gland. Yeah. In the 80s. Yeah, in the 80s. Okay. 81 through what? 89. Yeah, because he had 2 terms, right? So it's been the last 40 years. Assimilated foods cause chronic illnesses like diabetes, high blood pressure, and obesity. I think we all know somebody that's dealing with diabetes, high blood pressure, and obesity. And it ain't because they mama fat and it's the genes. No, it's what they're eating. And this is why this is terribly important. Y'all ever notice how Black people, whether it's a funeral, a birthday, anniversary, or just a regular week, and Big Mama or whoever go in there and they cook, and we sit down and eat, y'all don't know that this is part of our worship. It is part of our ancestral veneration. Food and cooking to our ancestors was a sacred thing. One of our women could go in the kitchen and cook something, you could be sick. See, y'all might not remember that. You sick with something, and grandma say, I'm gonna go make you something to eat. And she will put the medicine in the food. Did y'all grandma do that? Mine did. And you'll be eating, tasting the good food. You might sometimes be able to taste a little bit of the medicine or what herb or plant she put in there, something she done pulled out of the woods. And you feel better because you ate and went to sleep. I've been saying this. If Black people can get back to their African roots, all problems in the Black culture would be solved. One of the things that I'm going to do, I'm going to begin to research the foods of my ancestors. I've done my ancestry for patriarchal and matriarchal. And I know who my people are. So I'm going to look at what they ate, and I'm going to start incorporating this into my diet so that I can raise my vibration to the vibration of my ancestors. Because y'all do know those that are behind us are stronger. We're just smarter and have more access and more, information. But they're stronger. So I want to find out what foods my ancestors ate, and you can do it too. And so that I can begin to match that vibration. Because our ancestors saw eating and food as something sacred, and it was a spiritual exchange. And because we're eating the clones and not eating our culture, it messes with our energy, our spirit, and our frequency. I want to challenge everybody that cook to just go get like a big area of it can be about the size of this table. Let's see if y'all can see this table. Y'all see the size of this table? All right, this is pretty big. This table, how far it go? I want you to, if you can, whether you're renting or owning, and just cut a place in some topsoil and start just planting seeds for your thyme, your oregano, things of that. Because oregano is actually powerful. It can do a lot of healing. And just begin to use those herbs that you grow versus the ones that they sell you at the place and you shake on top of your food. I want you to start doing that, and let's see what happens. Cook intentionally. Put that in the chat. Cook intentionally. Cook and consume intentionally. Do that. Cook and consume intentionally. Then, now this is something that we're getting away from. We've gotten away from. Pray over your food. Y'all rebuking calories, but you're not rebuking chemicals, GMOs. And if you have children, begin to teach your children the truth about food so that when they grow up, they can pass that along to their children. All right? What you are consuming affects who you are becoming. What you are consuming affects who you are becoming. So we're leaving here today cooking and consuming intentionally. And we're going to heal our gut, and we're going to heal our family. All right? Ooh, all right. Now, the way y'all ought to light up this for $8.88. In the comment section, put your phone number and LRL behind it. So they will know, the contractors will know that this happened while I was out here on the main platform working for 2.5 hours. So if you want to put a 1, a 2, a 3, and 5 in front of the $8.88, you can. If you're going to put a number before the $8.88, I want to help you in choosing a proper number. Let's look at this. So you may want to put a 1 in front of the $8.88. 1 stands for leadership, singleness, origin, individuality, focus, independence, originality. You may want to put a 5, grace, activation. Oh, we're in the 4th month. You may want to put a 4, divine order, organization, measurement, discipline, foundation, reliability, and structure. So you may just do $8.88 because that's all you got. But if you can't afford it, put up another number in front of it. Okay? And thank you. And these are the ways that you can do it. You go to the mbnnetwork.org, click donate. That's the best way to do it because it's safest. Venmo @MBN Network, Cash App $MBN Network, or text the word give to 404-800-4530. Zelle is very safe as well. info@thembnnetwork.org. What you mean safe, Larry? Folk hack. They sure do. Pushpay.com/G/the MBN Network. That's very safe. Very, very safe. And whatever you donate through PushPay, it creates you a profile, and you can always go in your profile and see what you have given and when you gave it and all of that. But make sure you put your phone number in the memo section so that we can call you. Oh, we're about to raise $7 million. I wouldn't even need $7 million for the ministry to get a building. Because in Atlanta, you can get a big, huge warehouse that's just open and you can build out. When I will make it into nothing but studios and places where people can come to get some training on AI and things of nature that will help the Black community more so than getting them in here to have church. There's so many ways that you can build people's lives. Let me get back. I was cutting up. Okay, so $8.88 or whatever you want to donate, you can do so. Please put your phone number in the memo section and put LRL behind it. And we thank you so much. Somebody said, Larry, before you go, can you tell us, what is that? Larry, before you go, can you tell us where you think a USA citizen would be deported to? What have you heard about? I don't know. Ain't that something? Where you going to send an American citizen? You said add 13 million for renovation. I don't know. I love you, Thais. I ain't never told you that, but I do. I'm gonna tell you what it is. You remind me of a close friend I had in high school. In fact, y'all sort of favor. And this is how we met. I was popular in school. You can only imagine how bad I was because I've always been me. I shouldn't say that because everybody else called me bad, but I wasn't bad. I just wasn't like everybody else. My own older sister, she ain't in the chat. Y'all see how it come on? I'm going to let y'all see this. And yeah, I'm going to talk about my sister and what she said. I sure am. Look at this, what she say.
Even though he has not always been protected, he's always been a protector.
Broken people saw that signal and done what they thought they needed to do to the request that I was making. And they just chose improperly.
He never told me nothing. I knew nothing about it.
I feel like everyone in my family in some form or way has been fondled or molested or raped in some form or fashion.
I couldn't understand how God was in me because I was that.
There was tolerated versus celebrated.
There's a wrong way and right way to do everything, and Larry always seemed to choose the wrong way.
No, I didn't choose the wrong way. I chose my way. I was different. That's that she here. I was different. It wasn't the wrong way, but they always told me that what I was doing was wrong and told me that I was bad. So sometimes I have to catch myself. Shamako will tell you, catch myself saying something about myself that was said about me all my life that's not true. I wasn't bad. I was just doing it my way. I wasn't born to go the same direction everybody else. I was born to go against the grain. It wasn't wrong. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't what everybody else was doing. But I'm glad Nell said that, because she said what everybody said. We call her Nell. Her name is Nevelyn. But that is what everybody said. I can't wait for y'all to hear Nell's testimony, because what they were saying about her wasn't the truth. They were saying she was this, she was that, but no. She was this. That's why that. And see, we don't do a good job at that at all. God, we don't. It's finding out somebody's why. Why are they like this? Why are they saying this? Why do they act like this? Why do they have this in their character? Where's their honesty? Why are they not integral? How come they don't keep their word? They said they're going to be here this time. They're not there. Y'all, all of that's coming from somewhere. And if you sit down with them, you can find out. They were abandoned before. That's why they feel like they don't have to show up for people, because nobody never showed up for them. You see? That's why they're so selfish, because they always had to take care of themselves, because nobody was really taking care of them. They had unvoiced, unmet needs that they decided to take care of themselves with. You say you love Nevelyn? Oh yeah, y'all will have a good time. But Nell a little old school like me, so some stuff she ain't gonna do or say. Oh, Nell, is your birthday twin? I didn't know. Oh. Don't. You look pretty. I ain't gonna drag it, but be careful, my sister. No, you don't want. No. And be careful. That's my sister. I hate to come out of bag on you, but I got you. I understand. All right. Y'all see how pretty my niece is? That's Nell's daughter. Kendall's ex. Ooh, I'm just swallowing the whole story. I'm swallowing the whole story as I sit right here. Jesus. A shame and a scandal. Absolutely does, Mitchell. I'm so happy. Thais in a 14.1. That is great. Now you need to go. Are you going live? Please go live so I can listen to something on my way to sleep. Oh, and Patreon. That ain't gonna be everybody in the chat. You need to go live on the main platform, Thais, to celebrate 14.1 thousand. I mean, you do what you do. I ain't trying to tell you what to do. You did it. I told you, leave all the women in the church alone. And here you go. Yeah, she does. That's my big sister. You know, I always loved my big sister, and I will fight for her. That got me in some trouble, but I did. Oh, you have Patreon 5 minutes? Okay. I'm about to be done anyway. Oh, you do an after show celebration? Great. And we ought to be giving $14. No, hold on. What's the next one? It's 15,000. You sow the seed to it, and it comes. Yeah. Okay. Charles Baker High School. Wait, how you know that? Who is that? That's somebody from. That's the high school all of us went to, all my brothers and sisters. Who's you? Carla, you are preaching. Oh. You are preaching, ma'am. You hear me? Oh, God. Okay, I'm about to go. I hope y'all enjoy and y'all follow those white content creators that are woke and giving the truth. I hate to even say woke the way they do. Say again? I didn't get a name. Well, go to my stories. You can click right on their page. All of this is in my stories. All right. I hope I didn't make nobody upset. Let me tell y'all something. On the 18th, there is a song coming out. And whenever y'all see this post, can y'all please engage it because they hide it. It's called Overcomer. And it's because it was all done in Africa, 4 tracks, but one of them going to come out. And then the whole project anime beginning in June. And some visuals come out in June for this song. Here it is. I'll see you later. I love you. And thank you for your donations and watching. God bless you. Do y'all hear the ancestors in that? We are overcomers. And you hear the background saying, brand new day. There's a brand new day coming. And I promise you, it's going to be all right for us. All right, I love you. See you later. Won't leave a love this away. I say, bye.